This is Optimal Health Daily, episode 489. 7 Little-Known Mistakes That Affect Healthy Weight Loss by Dakota Murphey with GoodLifeZen.com. And I'm Dr. Neil, your very own personal narrator. Welcome to a Thursday edition of Optimal Health Daily. This is one of 5 podcasts where we read to you from blogs for free so that you don't have to read them yourself, except on Fridays. That's where I usually answer your questions. And in fact, on tomorrow's show for our Friday Q&A, I'm going to answer a question that was sent almost a year ago. I've always promised that I will get to your question, I promise, so here's a great example of that. But again, that'll be tomorrow's show. Now, speaking of sending in questions, don't forget, we give away a book to a random person on our mailing list on the 1st of every month, which is tomorrow. So if you want to be in that raffle, make sure you're on our mailing list at oldpodcast.com. But to be in a special bonus raffle, ask me a question at oldpodcast.com/ask. So really, there are 2 ways to get into that raffle. Ask me a question and or sign up for our mailing list. I'll give you another quick reminder at the end of today's post, but for now, let's get right to it as we optimize your life. 7 Little-Known Mistakes That Affect Healthy Weight Loss by Dakota Murphey with GoodLifeZen.com. Do you want to lose weight? Because weight loss alone should never be your goal. Your goal should be healthy weight loss. Not only will you lose weight, but it'll do wonders for your health as well. Aside from feeling fitter and stronger, you'll find yourself with more energy, in a better mood, and with an improved memory. But why is slimming down something that nearly everyone seems to struggle with? It can often feel like you're doing everything right, but you're just not getting the results you deserve. It could be the case that you're making an error that you don't even realize. Here are 7 commonly made weight loss mistakes and what you should be doing instead. Mistake number 1, reducing calories while over-exercising. When someone starts themselves on a new regime to lose weight, they often come up with a simple plan: cut their calories and exercise every day. In theory, this is a smart move. After all, weight is gained by consuming more calories than you burn. So if you burn more calories than you take in, you should lose weight. Unfortunately, it's not as simple as that. This is because food is essential for your body. So if you eat far less, you are effectively telling your body that there is not enough food. Our bodies are clever. They interpret this sign as an issue of food shortage and take natural steps against it, reducing your metabolism and storing as much fat as possible. Of course, the body can only do so much, and this method would begin to work eventually. However, if you're putting yourself through something as unpleasant as eating less and exercising more, it can be very easy to give up, especially if you don't start to see results quickly. The bottom line is that there are far more effective and healthy ways to see results more quickly. Mistake number 2, being afraid of sugar. Sugar is the enemy, goes the mantra of many different diet plans and weight loss regimens. And while it's certainly the case that you should be aiming to reduce your sugar intake, you need to get out of the mindset of seeing sugar as the one problem. This is because sugar is naturally found in many extremely nutritious and healthy fruits and vegetables. So don't necessarily assume that all sugar is bad sugar. It's processed sugar and sugar syrups that are the real enemy here. Mistake number 3, too much focus on the scales. It happens all the time. You've had a good week of dieting and exercising, so you step on the scales with high expectations and disappointment. You find that either nothing has changed or that things have gone in the wrong direction. This can be enormously demoralizing. So it's important to remember that your weight can fluctuate massively throughout the day and that issues like water retention can play a huge role. Mistake number 4, assuming cardio is the only answer. There's no doubt that cardio is important for any fitness plan. Whether you run, cycle, or use cardio gym equipment, it's a vital part of your plan. But many people make the mistake of assuming that their one form of cardio exercise will be enough to make them lose weight. It's actually a much better idea to complete a full body workout with weight training in order to shed the pounds. Mistake number 5, not investing in the right equipment. Another issue is too many people will attempt to exercise without having bought the right equipment or gear. Unfortunately, going running without wearing proper running shoes can be a recipe for a sprained ankle. Getting an injury just as you are starting to see results can really throw you off and stop you from exercising for a while. This can significantly delay your progress or even cause you to give up. Before you take up any new form of exercise, consult with someone knowledgeable and hopefully with a certification and pick up the gear and equipment that you need based on those recommendations. Not only will it allow you to get more out of your training, it can also protect you from injuries. Mistake number 6, skimping on sleep. Studies have shown that not getting enough sleep can contribute negatively to your ability to lose weight. People who sleep for around 8 hours per night have around double the chance of losing weight than those that get less than 6 hours. And mistake number 7, choosing low-fat food. There is still a commonly held assumption that if the product has the word diet or low-fat written on it, then it must be good for you. The truth is, just as with any food, you need to check the label to understand exactly what you are eating. Make sure that you choose food on the basis of its nutrition qualities rather than the promise of the words low-fat. Healthy weight loss is possible. If you found yourself struggling with some of these mistakes, don't worry. These are common issues that hold back a lot of people from achieving their weight loss goals. But understanding and avoiding these mistakes in the future can help you to set yourself on a better and healthier path. Remember your target, keep working hard, and don't be tough on yourself. You can achieve the healthy weight loss you're looking for. You just listened to the post titled 7 Little-Known Mistakes That Affect Healthy Weight Loss by Dakota Murphey with GoodLifeZen.com. So here's the story behind the whole low-fat food thing. If you're old enough to remember, back in the 1980s and even through part of the 1990s, low-fat was all the craze. If you wanted to lose weight, or if you wanted to even maintain your weight, buy low-fat snacks, low-fat yogurt, low-fat milk, etc. Now, I'm not saying all of that advice was bad. Here's what we ended up finding. When people consumed low-fat, they actually increased their body weight. What happened? People started to watch the fat in their diet, but didn't care so much about how many carbohydrates they were consuming. So what we saw from research is that people started increasing their intakes of simple carbohydrates, like white rice, white pasta, white breads, etc. So it's not low fat that was the problem. It was people focused too heavily on the fat while completely ignoring the other macronutrients in their diets. So consuming foods that are lower in saturated and trans fats especially would still be a good idea. So we don't want to just focus on one macronutrient. What types and how much carbohydrate are you getting in your diet? Are you consuming enough fruits and vegetables and enough fiber each day? Those parts of one's diet were completely forgotten during the low-fat craze of the 80s and 90s. Okay, before I go, don't forget, we have a book raffle happening tomorrow for our mailing list. So if you want to be a part of that, plus get some free spreadsheet tools from us and lots more, come by oldpodcast.com and join the weekly newsletter today. It's totally free and a great way to show your support. And don't forget, if you send in an audio question to me for our Friday Q&A, you'll be in a separate raffle tomorrow. And you can send me a question at oldpodcast.com/ask. All right, that wraps up Thursday's episode. Thank you as always for listening. Thank you for being a subscriber. Thank you for checking out our Instagram page. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll be back here tomorrow for our usual Friday Q&A show and where your optimal life awaits.
Hello, Life Optimizer. This is Justin Malik, creator and producer of this show and Optimal Living Daily, the brother podcast of this one. Literally, I'm Dr. Neil's brother. If you like the format of this show, you'll love Optimal Living Daily too, where I also read to you from blogs, but cover other topics like personal development, finance, and minimalism from bloggers like Derek Sivers, The Minimalists, Zen Habits, and many more. So for more amazing content read to you for free, come subscribe to Optimal Living Daily too, and together we'll optimize your life.
You've been listening to Optimal Health Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode, and head to oldpodcast.com. That's oldpodcast.com for a free gift, as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.